I realize we all think the Capitals might fall off because they have the minus
I don't
27.
think so.
Like, they have the minus 27 goal differential. They were mostly bad this year, but they're coming, man. Like, look at the standings right now. They have 2 games in hand on the Flyers, and they're 3 points back, I believe. Washington beat the Jets 3-0 this afternoon. The Jets are pretty damn good.
Not at all.
They're in the second wild card. Yeah, they're 2 points back. It's 2 points with 2 games in hand.
Don't like it.
They're basically what's the by points percentage? Are they ahead? 564 to 563.
Oh my
They're
God.
0.001 ahead of the Flyers.
Oh, no.
They're on pace to pass them. Now the Flyers do have the possibility of grabbing a wild card spot. It's not the end of the world if they don't get the third seed in the Metro, but they're right there. I just don't know if you can throw games by putting Felix Sandstrom out there, because that's what you're doing. And yes, like the times we've seen him out there, it's been Boston. It's been Florida. These are really good teams. The back-to-back that's coming up first week of April, I think it's Montreal and Columbus.
Buffalo.
Buffalo and Columbus. They stink. I get it. You might be able to win those games, but if you miss the playoffs by 2 points because of Felix fucking Sandstrom, that's going to be very disappointing.
Okay, but here's the thing. If you start Sandstrom, I think the Beach game is the second half of that back-to-back. If you start him in that game, your goal scorers, like, there's no excuse for not putting up 4 or 5 on the Columbus Blue Jackets right now. They're terrible.
No, that should be that's points day.
Exactly. Your forwards need to go out there and say, all right, we know what's happening back there. We're going to try to limit the shots as much as possible, and we've got to score goals. It can't be this 1 goal, 2 goal, missing wide open net nonsense. Like, you have to go out there and win the game on offense. Like, you can do that. So do that, and then we're not having this conversation. Everything's
What
fine.
if we get 5 power play opportunities again?
0 power plays in that goal in that game, ideally. No power plays.
But that's the other problem too. Like, I know we're talking about the backup goalie, but like, guys, like, this power play continues to hinder us.
They're not fixing that though, and it's not going to fix.
And I get that, but like, it is wild to think that we're talking about a playoff team with the dead last power play, and like, there was opportunities here tonight, and like, they still like just can't get the puck in net.
They're going to be the first team in NHL history to finish dead last 3 years in a row.
If I were a scientist like Charles, I would do a deep investigation into how this power play for like a decade, through coaches, different personnel, guys like Claude Giroux and Jake Voracek on it. How has it been bad for all of this
It's got to
time?
be cursed. That's the only answer.
You had Giroux.
A witch.
At one point, you had Jake, Ghost, and Wayne Simmons, and then whoever in the bumper, and that thing worked. And ever since then, like all 4 of those 5 guys in their prime, you've had no power play.
None.
Like, it was that, and then it was, we got nothing. And it's been that way for like 5-6 years. It's truly
remarkable.
It's remarkable.
We all silly like the mayor.